Good morning, dear students. Today's lecture is on free radicals, how they are metabolized, what is the reason how they are being produced, and what are different factors with the help of which we can avoid them so that they cannot destroy the internal mechanism, internal body reactions. So, wherever they are being produced, they must be metabolized. So, we'll discuss now what are free radicals, why should we learn about them, their importance that is, their site of formation and purpose in the body, are they always bad, how to combat them, कैसे सामना करें. तो ये फ्री रेडिकल्स के बारे में अपन डिस्कस करेंगे. So, the diseases that find their roots in oxidant injury, in free radical caused injuries. So, the modern epidemics, that is hypertension, it is so prevalent, you ask anyone, you will find him suffering from hypertension. Then diabetes mellitus, CVS, that is central vascular system diseases. These are related to your central nervous system and other things. Madam, what diary dena zara? Excuse me. So, then most important, other diseases that are being caused, cancers, then degenerative changes or degenerative diseases, for example, Parkinsonism, Alzheimer's disease. So these are the diseases which are being caused because of old age, because of free radicals production in abundance, and the factors like this. Then skin diseases. The skin diseases are lichen planus and vitiligo. Vitiligo is pigmentation in the skin in different patches. So this is vitiligo. Then chronic inflammatory diseases, for example, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic ulcerative colitis, and CGN, that is chronic glomerulonephritis, that is kidney disease. Then oxidative damage leads to early aging too. And other diseases being caused by free radical production are autism, ARDS, that is acute respiratory distress syndrome, retrolental fibroblastia, and cataract. So, excuse me. Then few of the research activities which have been found causing production of free radicals, these are lipid peroxidation and hyperuricemia in essential hypertension. Then dyslipidemia and oxidative stress in hypothyroidism, oxidative stress and पैसिव स्मोकिंग, जैसे दूसरे लोग स्मोक कर रहे हैं, आप पास में बैठे हैं, सो सच टाइप ऑफ smoking or being together with smokers is termed as passive smoking. Antioxidants and lipid peroxidation in hypertension and diabetes mellitus. Then nitric oxide and MDA, that is malondialdehyde production in hypertension, and oxidation of fatty oils, that is edible oils. So free radicals are one or more, कौन से होते हैं, one or more unpaired electrons in the outermost orbital of a molecule or molecular species. Then they are capable of independent existence. Common characteristic features of free radicals are they are highly reactive, they have very short half-life, they can generate new radicals by chain reaction, they cause damage to biomolecules, cells and tissues. Oxygen is essential. In excess, it causes toxicity. As we all know, we cannot survive in the absence of oxygen. That's why oxygen is essential. But in excess, oxygen is also toxic. Reactive oxygen species, that is free radicals or oxygen-free radicals, are formed. During metabolic processes, complete reduction of molecular oxygen to water occurs. So this is incomplete reduction, how it leads to radical generation, that is free radical generation. This is different processes. Let us see. So this is oxygen in the presence of cytochrome P450 reductase, in the presence of NADPH, free radical, oxygen free radical is produced. This is metabolized by superoxide dismutase, that is SOD. So thereby hydrogen peroxide is produced. Then MPO, that is with the help of MPD, HOCl, that is hydrogen chloride, is produced. This in the presence of H2O2 gives us water and free radical, oxygen free radical. This H2O2 otherwise can also be metabolized or it is utilized for production of water, but here oxygen combines with the iron, that is ferrous. So ferrous is reduced to ferric and H2O2 gives us hydroxyl ion, hydroxyl free radicals, which cause lipid peroxidation, DNA oxidation and protein oxidation. H2O2, wherever it is being produced, it is metabolized then and there only. For this purpose, catalase enzymes are there, peroxidase enzymes are also there. So catalases employ two molecules of H2O2 in order to give you oxygen and water. And in the presence of glutathione peroxidase, so H2O2 is converted to water in the presence of glutathione. So these are other oxygen free radicals. For example, oxygen, one unpaired electron is there. Then superoxide anion, free radical is there. So this is superoxide anion. Then this is peroxide. So at two two radicals are, two electrons are there which are not saturated, then hydrogen peroxide H2O2, then hydroxyl radical OH, and hydroxyl ion. So these are other reactive oxygen species are singlet oxygen, hydroperoxyl radical, that is HOO, lipid peroxide radical ROO, and reactive nitrogen species, that is nitric oxide, peroxynitride, where from these free radicals arise. So they arise by two phenomena, that is, one is normal biological processes and the other is environmental effects. So under normal biological processes, free radicals are being produced from electron transport chain that takes place in mitochondria. Then production of hydrogen peroxide and oxygen free radical by oxidative enzymes, by oxidase enzymes, for example, xanthine oxidase, NADPH oxidase. Then due to chain reactions of membrane lipid peroxidation, they are being produced, and peroxisomal generation of oxygen and hydrogen peroxide. Then synthesis of prostaglandins. Then arginine to nitric oxide when it is produced. This free radicals, oxygen free radicals, they are being produced. In phagocytosis, also free radicals are produced. Then heme, when it is converted to bile pigments, free radicals arise. Auto-oxidation of metal ions, that is ferrous and cuprous, ascorbic acid, glutathione, and flavin coenzymes, that is FMN and FAD dependent coenzymes. Then environmental effects के कारण जो फ्री रेडिकल्स प्रोड्यूस होते हैं वो है ड्रग मेटाबॉलिज्म, देन डैमेज बाय आयनाइजिंग रेडिएशन, photolysis of oxygen by light, photoexcitation of organic molecules, cigarette smoke, alcohol, and stress. Oxidant injury. How do they cause damage? They are extremely reactive and their half-life is a few milliseconds. Mean effective radius of action is only 30 angstrom. It starts chain reaction. Polyunsaturated fatty acid peroxidation in plasma membrane leads to loss of membrane function. This is oxidative stress, that is reactive oxygen species and antioxidant. यदि ये बैलेंस reactive oxygen species की तरफ जाएगा, then it will be oxidative stress. When antioxidants are more, then that will be utilized, free radicals will be utilized, and the oxidative stress will be avoided. So, to conquer the difficulties, there is no more power in a smile than in a sigh. It's a chain reaction. जो अपन बात कर रहे थे, फ्री रेडिकल्स कैसे प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, चेन रिएक्शन क्या है, तो ये प्रोसेस ऑफ लिपिड पेरोक्सिडेशन में है, जिसमें इन्वॉल्वमेंट है ऑटो ऑक्सीडेशन की, फोटो ऑक्सीडेशन की एंड एंजाइमिक ऑक्सीडेशन, तीन तरह की ऑक्सीडेशन से जिनमें ये चेन रिएक्शन स्टार्ट होती है लिपिड पेरोक्सिडेशन में. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑटो ऑक्सीडेशन क्या है, इनिशिएशन कैसे होती है, दैट इज reactive oxygen species reacts with a compound RH. So reactive oxygen species is hydroxyl ion free radical. So thereby जो कंपाउंड है आपका ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड वो that gives you R free radical and water. This R free radical then again combines with oxygen propagation, how it is increased. So this R free radical combines with oxygen in order to give you ROO free radical. ROO free radical then combines with another molecule of initiation step. So thereby we will get this R free radical again and ROOH. This ROOH will again be metabolized in order to give you two free radicals, that is RO and OH. How it is terminated? So this can be terminated by combining R free radical, two R's, they are combined. Then R free radical combines with ROO, this one. So you will get ROOR. Then third step में ROO combines with another molecule of ROO, so we'll get ROOR plus oxygen. Then the second process थी photo oxidation. ये photo oxidation में क्या है, singlet oxygen involved in this one, photo oxidation. So its sensitizers are chlorophyll, porphyrins, myoglobin, riboflavin, bilirubin, erythrocene, rose bengal, methylene blue. These are sensitizers. In the presence of sunlight, double bond reacts with a singlet oxygen. जहाँ जहाँ unsaturated bond होगी, they will react with singlet oxygen. Trans configuration will be achieved. जैसे अपन लिनोलेनिक एसिड फैटी एसिड में देखते हैं कि एक अनसैचुरेटेड बॉन्ड इट इज बीइंग सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम सेकंड unsaturated bond by single bond. So in trans configuration, two unsaturated bonds के बीच में जो single bond है that is removed. So this is trans configuration. Because of photo oxidation this is achieved and lipid hydroperoxide is formed. Then this oxygen combines with two adjacent carbons in order to give you hydroperoxides. Then third step of producing free radicals is enzymatic peroxidation, that is lipoxygenase and cyclooxygenase enzymes release hydrogen peroxides by catalyzing reaction between oxygen and polyunsaturated fatty acids. Endoperoxides formed prostaglandin G and prostaglandin H. Then cytochrome P450 catalyzed reactions. These are fatty acid epoxygenase activities produce epoxide derivatives. Then DNA damage leads to mutagenesis and cancer. Hydroxyl free radicals add to double bonds of heterocyclic DNA bases and abstracts an hydrogen ion, H ion, so hydroxyl adduct DNA radicals are formed. Addition reactions yield hydroxyl radicals of DNA bases, allyl radicals of thymine and cytosine-centered sugar radicals. Oxygen adds to cytosine-centered sugar radicals and hydroxyl radicals, that is peroxy radicals, are formed. Then next step में hydrated electrons and protons. Hydrated electrons and protons from water by ionizing radiation add double bonds to pyrimidine radicals generated. Abasic sites are formed. Single strand breaks are caused. 8 oxoguanine lesions appear. DNA protein cross-linking occurs. So these are the damages caused by the free radicals. They lead to mutagenesis and cancer. Protein damage is less clear. So far, damage in proteins has not been studied in details. That is less susceptible than polyunsaturated fatty acid damage. They react with sulfhydryl group or modification of certain amino acids like methionine or proline. Hemoglobin में 3% converted to methemoglobin. So this is the break being produced in DNA molecule. Dialdehyde is produced. These are modification of amino acid in your LDL molecules and peroxidation in your LDL. So dialdehydes are being produced. These are dialdehydes. Then modifier amino acid in proteins. Then macrophages engulf modified LDL. These are macrophages they are shown engulfing your LDL molecules. Antibodies against modified proteins are being produced. So this is peroxidation of lipids in membranes. So dialdehyde is being produced. So this dialdehyde combines with DNA molecules. So this way DNA molecule is broken down. The strands breaks and modification of bases takes place in DNA molecule, leading thereby into mutation. Generation of free radicals. Electron damage or electron leakage, ETC, that is electron transport chain में electrons are released, they are leaked. 2% form free radicals only. Normal metabolism में, that is adrenaline, thiols, vitamin C, auto-oxidation through transition metals, flavin coenzymes present in peroxisomes, and xanthine oxidase, aldehyde oxidase, dihydroorotase, dehydrogenase, they generate free radicals. So respiratory burst utilizes free radicals to kill bacteria. So इनका यूज भी है. यूज कैसे है? Respiratory burst में free radicals are being utilized for killing bacteria. That is, phagocytes generate free radicals to kill the bacteria. White blood cells, that is neutrophils and monocytes, they also utilize free radicals in order to kill bacteria. NADPH oxidase, peroxidase radical from oxygen and NADPH. Hydrogen peroxide by dismutation. Hydrogen peroxide, hydroxyl chloride, that is HOCl, and hydroxyl free radical, they destroy bacteria. Then hydrogen peroxide combines with chloride in the presence of your MPO, that is myeloperoxidase. Hydroxyl radical is being produced. Myeloperoxidase is found in neutrophils. That is MDA, that is malondialdehyde, degradation products of lipid peroxidation, and indirect measurement of the damage. That is MDA is a marker for lipid peroxidation. When we measure lipid peroxidation, then MDA is the chemical which is being measured. Many diseases find their root in free radical damage. These are age-related diseases, that is Parkinson or Alzheimer's. Diseases of eye, retrolental fibroplasia, retinopathy of prematurity, and cataract. They are diseases of eyes which are being caused by free radicals. Then respiratory diseases, that is ARDS, that is acute respiratory distress syndrome, pulmonary dysplasia of premature infants, cancers, atherosclerosis, acute myocardial infarction AMI, diabetes mellitus, reperfusion injury and shock-related injury, and male infertility. These are free radicals diseases. Then protection mechanisms of body, how body is protecting itself. Metallic ions that undergo non-enzymatic reaction with free radicals are not free in circulation. For example, iron bound to ferritin, hemosiderin or transferrin, copper bound to ceruloplasmin, and other metals to metallothioneins. A family of superoxide dismutase catalyze reaction between superoxide and protons. So, superoxide and protons, they combine to produce H2O2. This way, body is being protected from free radical damage. H2O2 being produced is removed by catalase and peroxidase enzymes. H2O2, thereby two molecules of H2O2 are, one is accepting and the other is donating. So two water molecules are being produced along with oxygen. So how to curb them? Preventive mechanisms, that is interceptive mechanisms or chain breaking antioxidants, they are being involved. So role of antioxidants are preventive and chain breaking. Preventive antioxidants क्या है? Antioxidants intercept oxidizing species before damage is done. And chain breaking antioxidants, they break the chain whereby free radicals are being produced. So chain breaking antioxidants show or stop oxidative processes after they begin by intercepting the chain carrying radicals. Thereby, the process of free radical production is broken. Antioxidants can end the chain reaction of forming new free radicals by donating one of their own electrons. When antioxidants donate an electron, they do not become a free radical because they are stable in either form, दोनों forms में. they are stable. Then preventive antioxidants act by deactivating metals, removing hydroperoxides, and quenching singlet oxygen. So deactivating metals are this iron in transferrin, ferritin, desferryl, and EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. Removing hydroperoxides. For example, अभी अपन बात कर रहे थे H2O2. So catalase, glutathione peroxidase, then pyruvate, etc. They remove hydroperoxide. Then quenching singlet oxygen, that is beta carotene, lycopene, bilirubin. That is single oxygen, singlet oxygen combines with beta carotene, thereby it is engulfed in the molecule. Then chain breaking antioxidants, they react with peroxyl radicals, usually ROO. Then donor antioxidants are tocopherol, that is vitamin E, ascorbic acid, that is vitamin C, uric acid. They donate their electrons. So they utilize your free radicals. Then sacrificial antioxidants. This is nitric oxide. They get themselves utilized to form a new product. So these are the different sources of antioxidants in the diet. That is green, red, pink, and other pigmented vegetables and fruits. They serve as antioxidants in the diet. Then food sources of antioxidants, they are spices, herbs, essential oils, cocoa, tea. Then dried foods, red wine, deeply pigmented fruits, that is mango, pomegranate, fig. Cooked vegetables, that is cabbage, beetroot, and vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Vitamin cofactors in minerals, that is coenzyme Q10, manganese, iodine, hormones, that is melatonin, carotenoids and terpenoids, that is alpha-carotene, astaxanthin, lutein, lycopene, and zeaxanthin. Then polyphenols and natural phenols, they occur in fruits and legumes. They serve as free radicals or antioxidant providing substances. These are supplements available in market, that is EPO, etc. So these are various. Garcinia is the most important one. They serve as antioxidants. Then what is the dose? Supplement facts. Garcinia cambogia with white kidney bean extract. Serving size 2 vegetarian capsules. Garcinia cambogia extract, that is standardized to 50% hydroxycitric acid. Then white kidney bean, that is daily value not established. These are the quantities. They have been given here, 750 for Garcinia and 400 milligram for your white kidney bean. all antioxidants can behave as pro-oxidants. That is, ascorbic acid reductive ferric to reduces ferric to ferrous. Then Fenton reaction, hydroxyl free radical generation. Then uric acid, it is an efficient scavenger of peroxynitrite. Then amino carbonyl radical and intermediate, and LDL generation. So beta carotene, this is the molecule being shown over here of beta carotene. ये इनके अंदर फ्री रेडिकल्स कंबाइन होके इसी में मेटाबोलाइज हो जाते हैं. सो ये मॉलिक्यूल फ्री रेडिकल्स को ख़त्म कर देता है. इन हायर ऑक्सीजन टेंशन बीटा कैरोटीन प्रोड्यूसेस आइसोप्रोस्टेन एंड a pro-oxidant. Alpha tocopherol, that is vitamin E, it is most effective antioxidant for LDL cholesterol. It acts as a pro-oxidant in a lipid dispersion. It needs other antioxidants. Nitric oxide quenching may lead to cancer. Nitric oxide and other radicals, the cell signals for apoptosis. Antioxidants quench nitric oxide, damaged cells persist. It may lead to cancer. Cardiovascular mortality, CVM, increased by antioxidant supplements. This has been observed that certain antioxidant supplements cause cardiovascular mortality. So this is a study conducted by Goran Jelkovic. They reported 68 randomized trials with 2,32,606 participants. इसमें they observed singly or combined beta carotene, vitamin A and E increased cardiovascular mortality. They reported. Then vitamin C and selenium, they need further study. So these are the mortality being produced by antioxidant supplements. This study was carried out by Jelakovic. Women's health study, 10 years. No beneficial effect on cardiovascular system, cerebral, that is cardiovascular system, events and cancer rate by intake of vitamin E. So, a study was carried out in case of women. So, no beneficial effect on CVS events was observed. Then HOPE experiment, that is increased heart failure rate and hospitalization rate. GC trial Italy में no beneficial effect on CVS. French study no effect with combinations to effect on cancer. Mixed results, inconclusive. So these are the different studies being carried out, and they have reported that nothing leading supplementation of these various substances, they do not lead to positive results. So age-related eye disease study, that is AREDS, 6-year trial, this is good news for eyes. So with combination of vitamin C and vitamin E, beta-carotene and zinc offered some protection against age-related change in macular degeneration, but not cataract. Cataract में कोई change नहीं है, but macular dysplastic network being observed in eyes, this was avoided. UK alone 300 million pound per year on supplements is spent. In US, $25 million is spent. And in India, no study is reported. Why antioxidants fail? Not all the dietary factors are known. Other factors in natural sources may be interfering, that is positively or negatively. Confounding factors are not taken into consideration. In vivo and in vitro behavior are different. Combinations do matter. Relationship between free radicals and health are yet to be shown clearly. Hermesis. Some Indian indigenous thinking, need of the hour, that is, different ethnicity, different genotype, wide regional variation, dietary variation, different cooking pattern, cost of antioxidants, indigenous research, regulations, restriction on OCD, everything is a poison, the dose differentiates it. So this is regarding today's lecture. इसलिए आप अपना इसकी थ्योरी पढ़ें, किस तरह से ये प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, किस तरह से इनकी प्रोडक्शन की चेन स्टॉप होती है, ये सब्सटेंसेस. बाकी ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स, येलो वेजिटेबल्स, इस तरह की वेजिटेबल्स वगैरह खाने से फ्री रेडिकल्स की अमाउंट ज़्यादा बढ़ती हैं ड्यू टू देयर पिगमेंट्स. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट फ्री रेडिकल्स and how they are metabolized. Thank you.